If you are afraid of change or have a fear about making changes in your life, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to share with you some life-changing things that you need to know in order to move forward from where you are to where you want to be. You have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. Often, you might feel like there is an imposter syndrome. Maybe there's something that you really want to try. For example, I was resistant about starting off this exact YouTube channel in which you are watching this video. I was thinking to myself, people won't want to listen to what I've got to say. I'm not good enough. I felt like a fraud. I felt like a fake. That is because I'd never done it before. Once you start to do something, or even if you do something one time, it will feel easier the next time. I remember the first time I taught an English class, I was scared. I'd never done it before. Now, probably 1,000 classes later, it comes so naturally to me that I could do it in my sleep. I don't need to plan lessons anymore. I don't need to think about what I'm going to say. It's in my subconscious mind now, and it's forever ingrained. So if there's something you want to try, let's say, for example, you want to learn the guitar, but you think to yourself, I'm too old, should have started when I was young. Same thing applies to dance or any new hobby you want to do. What if you do it one time and you think to yourself, that wasn't as bad as I thought? And then next time you do it, and it's even better. Or what if it takes 5 times or 10 times? If you never tried in the first place, you will never ever know how good you could have been at that thing. So I encourage you, please, just try and make a start. By the way, what are you trying to learn? Is there anything you want to share in the comments? I would absolutely love to read it. This leads me on to my next point. The more you do something, the more natural it becomes. So if you've ever started running, I know I've started and stopped so many times in my life because of various foot injuries and whatnot. I hit 30 and then the foot injuries just kept going and it's just been downhill from there. No, I'm just joking. That wasn't very spiritual of me, was it? But let's say you try running and you haven't done it for ages, and the first day you do it, you can just go around the block for 5 minutes because, let's be honest, running is intense. It hurts. It makes your body feel heavy the first time you do it, and it probably feels like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. It's too much. Yeah. Let's say the next time you go out, you go for 10 minutes and you're like, actually, this feels okay. Once you've done it for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, it feels like you've been doing it forever. So, like I said, the more you do something, the more natural it becomes. So if there's something you're not doing because you're scared to change and that you won't be able to do it, just give yourself a period of time in which to try it. It could be a week, it could be 6 weeks, it could be 6 months. I can guarantee you, once you've done it a few times, it will feel like you've been doing it forever. And even if it takes a little bit longer, that doesn't matter. You're here to embrace change. Although not many people like to admit it, I can totally relate to this. I don't know if it's a Leo thing. Let me know if you are also a Leo. But personally, I never used to like change. I'm still funny with certain things. And it's like you want to hold on to that thing when actually that thing might be what's holding you back. So keep that in mind. And yeah, are you a Leo like me? Do you feel the same about change? The next thing is, what if you are blocking off your abundance? Like, imagine if there is an opportunity for you that could bring abundance, love, lovely people. Abundance can come in many forms, of course, not just money. It could be people around you. It could be opportunities. It could be a new position at work. All right. What if you are blocking this off because you're not willing to put in the changes that are needed to step into this higher level of yourself, for example? I can share a pretty good example of this one. I was approached by someone on a job website because I've built courses, educational courses in English, mainly in functional skills, and lots of resources. And I was approached to create a TEFL course. TEFL stands for Teaching English as a Foreign Language. I've done the course before. I've taught so many people this exact skill, but I'd never written the course. And I was approached by a company and they said, will you write this course? And they offered me a good amount of money for that. And straight away I said, yes, I'll do it. And it was quite an intense process. I definitely underestimated how long it was going to take me. I thought it would just, take a matter of weeks. I mean, I did do it in a matter of weeks, but it was very intense. But just by experiencing doing that course, I now know that I am capable of doing that again. I now have built up the skills to do that, even though I'd never done it before. I literally had to start from scratch. I was just given the course outline and I had to go and find out what exactly to put in it. I had to make videos, I had to make PowerPoint after PowerPoint and all these PDF documents. It was driving me insane at some point. At one point I was like, is this my life? I thought to myself, if this is what running a marathon feels like, oh my God. It's like one of those things when you think, is this ever going to end? And yeah, when it did end, I felt so good about myself. I was relieved. I felt accomplished. I was like, holy shit, Chantal, you did that. If you can do that, you can do anything. So if there's something that comes into your path and you think, I'm not sure if I can do this, take it on and give it a try. You need to have inner confidence in here and in here to know that actually you can do it. Most of the time we have the skills and the knowledge, or we know how to obtain the skills and the knowledge. We just block ourselves off from it because we feel like we're not good enough. No, I couldn't do that. A lot of it is about having inner confidence. And once you've done something once, like I said, the more you do it, it's going to be nothing to you, or nout, like we say in the northeast of England. Not that I'm based there, but used to be. Another reason that you should not be afraid of change is you could be limiting your life experience. Let me just remind you why you came to this earth, in case you've forgotten. You came to this earth to constantly expand, to constantly create, to have new ideas, to try them out, and to get as much experience as you could. This has been researched and proven, and it's true. That is why you constantly probably have new ideas that you want to do. Oh, what if I tried this? Oh, what if I made friends with this person? Oh, what if I started up this business? What if I tried this new sport or hobby? So I can relate to this because my mum just started swimming recently and she's been asking me for weeks, are you going to come swimming? Are you going to come swimming, Chantal? And I was like, no, maybe next week. And I kept putting it off. And then on Saturday, she said, come on, let's go swimming on Sunday morning. We'll get up early. We'll go to the pool when it first opens. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. I'll go. So I set up all my little doodahs the night before. Had the swimming costume ready, had the towel and all the goggles and the money ready and all the outfit ready. And what's funny is I obviously really wanted to do this because I couldn't sleep the night before. I kept waking up wondering if it was time to wake up to go to the pool. Cringe. Because I used to go all the time when I was a little kid. Like I did a swim-a-thon when I was 4. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I was a good little swimmer and I loved it. And I could do length after length. And I got quite skilled at it, I would say. So we went and I surprised myself because although some people have obviously been going for a long time, again, I'm not trying to not be humble or like brag here, but I was faster than them and I was overtaking them, doing more lengths, and I was suffering. I'm still suffering from it now. My muscles hurt, but it was great to know that whatever that skill it was, I've still got it. And you know what? I'm gonna go again this week because it's a nice life experience to have. It's fun for me to swim. I like feeling like a little mermaid in the pool, you know. I always have. So if there's something you used to do and you're scared to go back and try it, you might surprise yourself, just like I did. I couldn't believe that, I still could do it pretty well. And you might be exactly the same. Or what if it's something you're trying for the first time and then you're already able to do it well naturally? And what if that fear of you not trying it was blocking you off? What if, let's say you picked up a musical instrument? What if you picking up that musical instrument, for example, a guitar, then allowed you to go and start a band, to tour, to become worldwide famous, to be a rock star? I don't know. The possibilities are endless. Why would you want to block that off from yourself? Come on, you can do it. You can do better. Go for it. Another good thing about change is it helps you to learn your likes and your dislikes. Now, this might sound very basic. It's something you realize when you are a kid, probably. I like apples, I don't like bananas. But what I mean by that is you learn your preferences. That is another reason you came here, by the way, to learn your preferences. Because Earth is a place of polarity. It has light and dark. It has people we like, people we don't like. It has or can resonate to or not resonate to. It has YouTube videos we like to watch and YouTube videos we don't quite like to watch. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying there, right? So what if there's something you try and you think to yourself, no, I didn't like that, but now I know what I do like. For example, I have this other YouTube channel called The Pride Collection. It's an LGBTQ collection of videos. And I was making some videos where I had these kids react to certain movies or trailers, and they were reacting. And one of them was to Heartstopper. If you're into it, season 3 is out on Netflix. I'm not promoting it. This is not a promoted video. This wasn't part of the plan, but it's so good. You should watch it. Anyway, I realized making these react videos, I didn't like it. The editing was insane. Like if you looked at my editing of this video, it was like chop, 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 chop. And it took hours and the results were so good. I was so happy with it. But just because you're good at something doesn't mean you should do it, if that makes sense. I truly believe that, it's like making money. If you're not passionate about it, I should say, don't do it. That's my personal belief. You might have a different belief, which is absolutely fine. But it lets you know, embracing change or doing something different lets you know, yes, I enjoy doing this. I want to do more of it. Or no, I don't enjoy doing it and I don't want to do more of it. But actually, I want to do this instead. Like for me, editing these YouTube videos here, it's just so simple and it's just me talking. There's not much to it. A little chopping out some pauses now and again, but for the most part, it's not really edited. So yeah, you will learn your preferences if you embrace the change. I wonder what preferences you end up finding out, what you like and not like. Do share in the comments. I would absolutely love to know. And this leads me on to my next point about learning important life lessons. if there's something you're pretty scared to do, scared to try, scared to change in your life, what if this allows you to learn a life lesson that you really needed to learn? So maybe about 11 years ago, I believe. Ooh, 11. Does anyone else love that number, or is it just me? Spiritual. Yeah, so 11 years ago, I had this performing arts, what would you call it? Musical theatre school, there you go, for kids. And I didn't really like engaging with the parents. I found them a little bit scary. If you've worked with parents before, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you've been a primary school teacher, honestly, hats off to you, because parents, especially these days, are difficult. They are not like they were back in the day. No, I'm not saying, if you're a parent, I'm not saying every parent's difficult, but what I'm saying is some parents feel like their children, should be put forward for every opportunity, when if you're aware of the performing arts world, that is just not possible. It's not how it works. You pick the one who's the most skilled, or who can play the part best, and you give it to them, because you need to put your best foot forward on stage. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there, but I was a little bit scared of talking to the parents. And then when I did it was fine. I felt confident. I got them all into a room to talk about a show I was doing or something like that. And it's like something took over me. I was, did anyone see that little white feather thing? Anyway, so I was really confident talking to them, and it was great. They listened. Nobody had anything bad to say. And once I'd done it once, I could do it so many times. It's like teaching, I'm actually quite a shy, introverted person. But when I teach, it's like I become someone different. And I think what you have to remember is, the universe can come through you if you allow it to. If you allow the universe to flow through you, if you're trying something new, or there's something you need to do, some kind of change you don't like, but you allow the universe to come through you and help you with it, just trust it. There's nothing that can go wrong. Nothing bad can happen to you. Remember that as well. By the way, if you are looking to attract more abundance into your life, I have a video that you can watch on that very thing, and I'll put that right here. But please do share what it is you're afraid of changing, whether you've tried any techniques from this video, and any changes that you've made already. Honestly, I would love to hear about it. Wishing you the most wonderful day. See you next time.